Carlos Sainz has suddenly found himself connected to a possible return to McLaren, all thanks to a recent comment made by Zak Brown that caught the entire Formula One world off guard. At a time when both Oscar Piastri and Lando Norris are pushing hard for the Drivers' Championship, a statement like that raises some serious questions. Could Brown be preparing for the possibility of saying goodbye to one of his current drivers? If so, the next big question is, who would be the one to leave? What's clear is that McLaren has made serious progress with the performance of their car, but success doesn't come without complications. The team now has two highly competitive drivers, both aiming to prove they're capable of winning titles. In a scenario like this, it's inevitable that one of them will eventually feel left behind. When you've got this kind of tension, frustration is bound to build, and if things don't go in their favor, they may start looking for other options. Carlos Sainz's name is suddenly back in the spotlight, and not without reason. McLaren's CEO Zak Brown recently made a statement that caught everyone in the Formula One world off guard. At a time when both Oscar Piastri and Lando Norris are firmly in the title race, comments like this aren't made lightly. Naturally, it raised eyebrows. Could McLaren be preparing for a future without one of their current drivers? That possibility can't be ignored, especially considering how far McLaren has come with its latest upgrades. The team has taken major steps forward, but that progress brings its own set of challenges. With two strong drivers in the lineup, each eager to prove their championship material, the balance within the team could tip at any moment, and when one of them starts to pull ahead, it's likely the other won't be satisfied. In situations like these, tension is almost inevitable. If either feels they're falling behind, they'll begin to consider other options, and that's exactly what could open the door for Carlos Sainz. It's no secret that Sainz and McLaren have history. He raced for the team from 2019 to 2020, and his time there was nothing short of impressive. He not only brought in results but also helped lay the foundation for what McLaren has become today. His exit paved the way for Daniel Ricciardo, but things didn't quite work out as expected, and soon after, Lando Norris stepped up as the team's leading driver. Now, with Sainz on the market for 2025 and Zak Brown making suggestive remarks, the idea of a return isn't so far-fetched. While the timing might seem odd, especially given McLaren's current success with Norris and Piastri, F1 is a sport where things can change overnight. Relationships, performance, and even team dynamics are constantly shifting. If McLaren senses that keeping both current drivers happy long-term might not be realistic, they may already be looking at their next move. Now, there's another angle to this. Oscar Piastri. While the young Aussie has impressed with his composure and speed, there are whispers about whether he'll be content playing second fiddle to Lando Norris in the long run. Norris has been with McLaren for years, is a fan favorite, and has become the clear face of the team. If McLaren is truly building around him, it might lead to Piastri exploring other opportunities when his contract ends. And if that happens, the team would need a dependable, proven driver to step in. Someone like Carlos Sainz. From McLaren's perspective, bringing Sainz back would make sense. He's experienced, has proven he can deliver consistent results, and already knows how the team operates. Plus, he's currently driving at arguably the highest level of his career. Sainz has beaten Charles Leclerc in the same machinery at Ferrari, and is one of the few drivers to have won races in the past few seasons outside of Red Bull's dominance. That kind of profile is hard to ignore. Another key factor here is Sainz's professionalism and attitude. He's known for being a team player, someone who doesn't stir the pot but still pushes the team forward with his input and racecraft. In today's grid, that's a rare combination. If McLaren were to lose Piastri, a driver like Sainz would offer not just stability, but also competitiveness. And let's not forget, this isn't just about plugging a gap. McLaren is aiming to win races and eventually fight for championships. To do that, they need two top-tier drivers who can consistently bring home points, challenge the front runners, and push each other without internal conflict. Sainz already proved in his last McLaren stint that he can coexist with a teammate without drama, as he did with Norris. That kind of harmony is something McLaren values, especially after years of building a stable, cohesive environment. So, if the situation with Piastri changes, Sainz might be the perfect fit to keep the momentum going. Moving forward, the implications of this potential reunion with Sainz also raise questions about McLaren's future direction. With the 2026 regulations looming, the team is planning for long-term success. Bringing Sainz back could offer them not just immediate performance, but also someone with the experience and mindset to help develop their car and strategy for the future. McLaren has been making strides in recent years, and to continue that progress, they need someone who's not only fast but also capable of shaping the team's future in a competitive way. In contrast, keeping both Piastri and Norris would offer the team an all-young, dynamic pairing. But the stakes are higher now. Norris isn't just racing for a spot in the top tier, he's racing to secure McLaren's future as a team that competes for titles. He'll have to prove that he can handle the pressure from his teammates and rivals. As for Sainz, his experience with a top-tier team like Ferrari could give him the edge when it comes to adapting quickly to McLaren's car development. He's seen firsthand what it takes to win races and has the maturity to deal with the ups and downs of a team in transition. However, the path forward for both McLaren and Sainz isn't straightforward. The dynamic between Norris and Piastri is already proving to be intense, and adding another strong personality like Sainz could shake things up even more. While it's clear that the competition between Piastri and Norris is healthy for McLaren, the pressure could build to the point where it becomes detrimental. If either of them feels like they're not getting the fair treatment or recognition, we could see tensions rise, leading to a situation where one of them may feel forced to look for a new opportunity. The crucial question here is whether McLaren, with all its potential, will manage to keep its drivers content and motivated. With Sainz in the mix, would McLaren have to choose between loyalty to Norris or Piastri and the desire to bring in a proven winner? And how would McLaren's development strategy change with this potential shift? One thing is for sure. This decision will shape the future of the team and could influence their trajectory for the upcoming seasons. As the season progresses, the battle for the title continues to heat up between Piastri and Norris. With Sainz potentially coming back into the mix, McLaren will have to make some tough decisions. These decisions could change the team's future and even the landscape of Formula One. The pressure is mounting, and it's clear that no one in the McLaren camp is safe from the possibility of change. But in the world of Formula One, anything can happen. Teams evolve, drivers rise and fall, and what seems certain today can quickly turn into a new chapter tomorrow. McLaren has shown that they're capable of incredible growth, but the question remains: can they balance their drivers' ambitions and continue their climb to the top? Only time will tell. So, what do you think? Will Carlos Sainz return to McLaren? And if so, which driver might have to make way for him? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to check out the next video on your screen for more insights and updates.